Hidden, as the title suggests, is an exploration into hidden histories. So Red was very interested in covering these people and events in history which had been overlooked, events that tell the story of the struggle for democracy and equality and rights and freedoms in this country. So Red came up with this really powerful idea, which was to use photography to show these episodes in history. What he does is he works in a large team. He works with volunteers often and with people playing roles using costumes and props. And it's a bit like really staging a theatre play or putting on a film. So he'll choose a location and there'll be lighting as well. It's quite a complex process.
We're doing a recreation of the Peasants' Revolt of 1381, and this is specifically when the men of Kent had stormed into London. There was about 30,000 from Kent and about 60,000 from Essex. And this particular recreation we're doing is the sacking of Savoy House. And the peasants came looking for the 6 most hated men in England, and they came to take their heads off.
The exhibition Hidden was shown at Impressions Gallery in 2011 and it was hugely popular. We had thousands of people coming to visit, we had national and international press. And I think people really responded to the work because the images are so powerful, large scale and dramatic. They're very complex and rich, and yet it's it's kind of a simple and accessible idea and really brings history and politics to life for people, and they really connected with it. We wanted the exhibition to reach more people, and of course Impressions already tours its exhibitions in the UK and abroad, but we decided to reach different people through the schools tour. It's the first time we've tried to do this. We think it's the first time that any gallery has actually taken an exhibition of this scale and taken it directly into schools.
Red's work has a real universal appeal and a real great depth. We believe it's a fantastic focal point for the first touring programme in schools. The cross-curricular links in the project have been a real strength, but more importantly, this project has worked to overcome barriers and given thousands of young people a new way to experience art. The design process for the project was truly collaborative. We were conscious of the need to be fluid and flexible in our provision, and through a process of extended consultation we constructed an education model that could be individually tailored to fit the specific needs of each school.
I'm a photographer and artist and educator. I do a lot of workshops and educational projects in school around using photography. And my involvement with the Hidden Schools tour has been to help kids try to produce some tableau imagery based on the work of Red Saunders.
This is the second day of our involvement with the Hidden project. The gallery coming into school was really exciting. The children really loved the pictures, and then when we showed them the backdrops and how Photoshop would work and things like that, that sort of brought it alive for them. And it's got them to experience in some way the history, and we can't take them out on trips as much as we used to do, so that's been really, really good, and it's motivated them.
The children absolutely, they were just in awe with it all. They got really, really excited. Their imaginations began to flow.
Well, my favourite part is, of course, being the dressing up and the acting, and the fact that I get to wield a real sword.
Okay, all three of you looking at each other, having a conversation between yourselves, that's it. Do that. Good. Do you know how you just blink around to look round past the light?
I really like them, and it's really interesting how you Photoshop them and just they all stand on a screen, just do different poses. Then they all get cut together into one picture.
We've been doing fun activities about the olden days and different periods, like Victorian, Stuarts and Vikings. Well, we had to act serious and not pull silly faces or smile, because they didn't do that in the olden days.
You'd never ever get the chance for all these props in school as well, and to get that quality of artwork, a gallery, actually in school.
like they've sort of like made Britain what it is today, so I feel like they've been really important in the history of this country.
As far as specific needs of each school, our primary partners, as well as being needing support for art, really wanted us to enrich their history curriculum and build a framework for them to be able to understand their local history. Whereas secondary schools, our primary focus was more specialised. We looked at skills acquisition and attainment in GCSE and A-level art and photography. Each model had its own merits and allowed for a variety of routes with which to explore the works, as well as covering concepts like identity and society, rights, collective responsibilities.
Our photography and art students have spent a day now dressing up in outfits, as you can see me being a Viking here, so the staff have been getting involved as well, and in the next few sessions that we're going to have over the next few weeks, they're going to be coming in and teaching them how to use Photoshop to edit these people and these into background scenes that they've already provided for us from the Impressions Gallery.
We're just taking photos for the Red Saunders project in different outfits, and we're going to edit them out and then put them all together on different layers and then merge them in with the backgrounds.
It's been a fantastic day so far, and hopefully we could then maybe take this further forward as a department ourselves into other year groups, possibly on a smaller scale, or maybe take it as a proper scheme of work into next year's GCSE.
Yeah, the Year 12 students, they've just arrived. They've not probably picked up an SLR camera before. They're completely new to the whole thing, and this project is being delivered in such a way that they're going to be really equipped to use the camera, we hope, in exciting ways and have a really good technical understanding right at the beginning of the course, which is everything we could wish for.
I think the workshop's been really helpful because we've been able to create different images, and we've taken inspiration from different artists like Jonathan and put it into our own work.
I think it's really good that they've got the opportunity to work in a studio space as well, and they've had experience working outside in natural light as well, using the lights and equipment.
And we're going to run with this theme right up till Christmas, so it will actually be a really important part of Unit 1 of both of the A-level courses. So yes, we're going to carry on and build on everything they've learnt.
I think the impact has been really good in giving them an experience of using that kind of level of kit and following a process which is actually quite complex, and giving them an opportunity to sort of get involved in that side of things. I think it's also been really good to open them up to the sort of the basis of what Red's work is about, in the historical aspect to it, role-playing, dressing up in historical outfits, getting them to think about what life might have been like in those time periods.
We talk to them about the gallery. We try and run trips as often as we can. It's difficult with the constraints of school timetable. But yes, bringing the gallery into school, meeting people like you, means that it makes it really accessible to them, and I'm sure they will then feel that they can have ownership of that gallery and go to it in the future.
I think it's been really, really amazing, such a great opportunity for our students. Currently we've got a Year 10 GCSE group working with the Impressions Gallery team. They're learning some great skills. It's been really nice to work collaboratively with the gallery as well, and I think it's going to really give them a lot of confidence, and they can take using the Photoshop skills forward into Year 10 and use it in the next lot of projects as well in Year 11. So I think it's a huge benefit for them. It's been really different to the way I would normally teach. It's been really, really exciting, and we've had a lot of feedback from members of staff for how the exhibition looks, and I'm really pleased that other curriculum areas have got involved as well.
It was really nice to see as well that this project had a real capacity to strengthen the relationships between the students and their teachers. That was actually a big part of the project. Teachers were able to ask us key questions and enhance their skill set, and in some respects it was just as important for them to gain skills and awareness as it was for the students.
The fact that children can get involved, not only just the arts, the theatre, the whole thing around creativity, and it's just been brilliant.
It's really pleasing to say that the impact of this project has gone far beyond our expectations. We're so proud to have produced such a strong body of work with the students, and we feel it's really important to showcase just exactly how creative young people in this city can be. It's clear that the students were able to draw parallels with the past and connect it with their present, and they were also able to identify continuity in the struggles that connect us all.
Yeah, I guess it's important to learn about it, and learning it this way is a lot better than sat down in a classroom than just learning it off the board, actually recreating the images and finding out who the people were involved and stuff. So it's a better way of learning.
We've enjoyed it very much because you get to do lots of activities, and you just get to do really fun things all day.
We really hope that the schools tour can progress. We'd like to work with the schools again. We've had lots of interest from other organisations and other schools outside of the region, so we really hope that this new model for getting people to connect with photography can continue beyond the life of this project. And it really expresses our aim of showing photography that gets people looking, thinking and talking, and of helping people to understand the world through photography. We think that Hidden does that really well.
Brilliant to see this outcome of the Who Do We Think We Are exhibition after 2 years of working on this project to fundraise and deliver the Hidden Schools Tour. We're really delighted to welcome students and their families to see the exhibition today, and also the exhibition will be running over the next couple of months as well, so there's lots of time for everybody to come and see the exhibition. Although a big part of the project has been about taking artwork directly into schools, it's really fantastic that by having students' art in this space, in our gallery space, they feel that this is somewhere that they can come to in the future and somewhere that they belong.
For me, this is really fantastic here at this gallery, because I couldn't think of a better way for Hidden to move on, for it to move out of the gallery and, as it were, into the community and in schools and colleges all around Bradford. It's just fantastic. And now I'm here at Impressions, and you can see I know how much graft and hard work goes into doing this. And I've been speaking with groups of school students, and they love it. And they look back at the stuff I did, and then they dressed in similar costumes, and the excitement, the fun, is vital for education. This mixture of history, art, culture, it's wonderful. I think they've done a magnificent job, and I'm really proud of it.